Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Ada Miniatures, and today I'm gonna be converting this, and this into this. It's a giant, tank of a car, yeah? My second kind of tank build out of a couple of cars. So if you want to see how I did it, keep on watching. So yeah, for a couple of days now I didn't show you any video that involved more than one car, yeah? So today I just have those two Thunderbolts, Ford Thunderbolts, yeah? And they are perfect because I just wanted identical cars for that build. So what I want to do, yeah, I want to give my girls a somewhat of a tanky looking build with a BFG. And what I'm gonna use as a BFG is this hair curler. I want this to represent a coil cannon. So big coil cannon gonna require a big battery, and mounted on one car would be not enough, so why not in between those two cars? Yeah? And then we're gonna need a ram for it, so maybe this. I know that I already used the hair color once as a ram, but I actually like how it looks. And now that I think about this, I'm out of baking soda and I'm gonna have to really figure it out how I'm gonna connect it. But one step at a time, yeah? So I'm just thinking I'm gonna need a plate to go in between those two cars to fix them somewhat solid in one position, yeah? And I already feel that they don't want to stay. There is uneven surface because of this nibbly knobbly thingy, so it has to go. Oh, come on. You know that you want to go. You never wanted to stay. There you go. And yes, besides this that I sing, sometimes I do talk to my cars. Yeah? They need to understand who is the boss. Okay. So 1, 2, and the hair curler. Actually, it's gonna work perfectly. That's fine. Let's just do some quick sanding to get better connection, as this is gonna be the only connection points on the both cars. And my super glue. Okay. Now let's just start gluing this. And this is probably gonna be quite rushed of a build because I really do not have much time. Like I said, I'm preparing to go for a trip tomorrow, and I still have to do plenty of things around the house before I leave. Come on. Stick better and faster. Oh, come on. I'm really half tempted just to take a hot glue gun and stick it with the hot glue gun. Alright, number 2. I can see that both of them are moving. That's just becoming pointless exercise in futility, so I'll be right back. Alright, so just to expedite the process, I decided that using a hot glue gonna be a better choice than using a super glue, because I have to attach this chunky thing and it's gonna be too heavy for the super glue. It's gonna be breaking. So just blobs of hot glue in here, yeah, and just blob it. Yeah, it's not pretty, yeah, it's not as nice and clean as with super glue, but at least it's gonna be holding. And I already cut the outside part of the hair curler to the smaller size, and I'm just gonna glue it into the front. Yeah, and I'm just tempted, you know, to do like a little blob of hot glue, a little blob of hot glue here and in here, just, you know, hiding it behind this, and just stick it like that. Yeah, like I'm always saying, for Gaslands I don't like hot glue. Yeah, but for some reason for this build it works. And look at that, this gonna be supported in here, in here. I don't need hot glue for that. I'm just thinking, do I need this piece for something? I can just decorate this with that. So let's grab a scissor and cut this off. Yeah, I think that the hot glue is done for now. Just gotta unplug it. Yeah, and put it aside. It's not necessary anymore, but thank you very much. You helped me, you know, greatly. So now just glue it here, yeah. And this can be, you know, just as a piece of kind of dressing, you know, showing something. It is curved almost perfectly for that big capacitor, yeah. So here, and now just edges of the roof, come on. And in here, and I'm just gonna add glue all over because I don't know exactly where the contact point is gonna be. Okay, I think that the roof edges was actually completely unnecessary, just by looking at that. But okay, I have this connected, and you know, since this is BFG, it have batteries. Now, do I have more of those? I don't know where I have my hair tinnies that I used in the ice cream truck video. I had more of them, but you know, then I started moving stuff around and I lost them. So no dice, but I want to armor this up, and I want to armor this up in a thicker plastic card. So both sides heavy armor, yeah, because well, this is a big gun, so I'm assuming that, you know, they're gonna want to protect it as much as possible. So let's just go with my usual, you know, measuring technique, which means no measures at all. Just cutting this bit. Let's see how it fits. It's perfect. Yeah, again, getting rid of the corners. Yeah, they will be probably slipping out from the car through the doors in between the cannon, and then, you know, slipping out onto the back. Yeah, but I want very heavy armor on this. So one, and I have it nicely stuck in here. And then the other side, again, roughly the same size. Not perfectly, of course. And how much I have to cut? Just a little bit on the back. And of course, the bend in it, yeah, it's gonna help with adhesion. You can see that in here it didn't actually glue to the top, so let's force it. And my fingers are already stuck to it. That's lovely. All right, so yep, a bend, and then a tiny just, you know, minuscule amount of super glue. Okay, and now more plating. So, and that was a very straight line, you know, that I am well known for. I don't know how, but I'm my first profession is a plumber, yeah, and they teach you how to make somewhat straight cuts. Yeah, for some reason it never stuck to me. I always was going wavy. It's weird. So just armoring the front wheels again, you know, big gun. And now the ladies have two big guns because they have the ice cream truck and this one, yeah, with a coil gun. Yeah, and you know, the door armor kind of covers the wheel armor as well, but I just gonna add like big chunks of this plate. You know, if they wanted to protect something, that would be the big guns. Yeah, they would be probably the most expensive to get a hold of. And that's why this one have two cars, you know, driving it. Otherwise they would have to mount it on the tank chassis. But out of the conversion, this is it for today, converting wise. Now I have to throw some white paint on top of that. Yeah, then I'm gonna have to throw some other colors, but it's, you know, like a pink hair curler, it have to be pink. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know that I'm painting pink for last few builds, but this one really have to be pink. So I'll be right back after I just paint it. And I have it nice and white. So now let's just start adding the main color. And I removed the gun because I couldn't get in between the cars. And you know, that area, even though I couldn't access it because of the gun and because of the plate on the bottom, would be visible in the car. So I just removed the gun for the painting purposes. Yeah? And once it is painted, nice and done, you know, I'm gonna just install it back. So yeah, just, you know, there are some little gaps that I left while armoring this, so I have to get the paint in between them as well. But you can see that this is again extremely easy paint job. Yeah, so I will dry it off right now because with this big brush I pretty much just covered it completely, and I'm gonna add another layer just to make sure that it's gonna look good, and be right back. All right, so I have everything pink and black, and now I just need to grab Regal Blue for the windows. Yeah? And of course, using the biggest brush I can, you know, afford working with. And I skipping the little windows in between. I don't care about them. They're gonna be barely visible once the car is done. I just want to, you know, throw some paint on those ones. And since, you know, I'm gonna be doing a lot of dry brushing, and this time the darker blue gonna dry off. So now this is done, the windows are done, and now I have to dry brush a metallic color, which I have in here. On all of the black pieces, you know, just to fix them up. And of course I have the hair color in here painted black already, so just bit bigger brush. Yeah, and again, you know, somewhat controlled dry brushing. And these big flat surfaces aren't very good for dry brushing, because just you can see all of the smudges that you make with it. But you know, the hair curler is perfect for it. It just grabs the color, you know, on the edges, and the same, of course, you know, can be said about the diamond plating, as it's really created to be dry brushed. You can see how nicely dry brush turned out on the diamond plating, and you know what is the difference on this big chunk of metal. But you know, what can we do? And of course, my coil gun. Sorry about this, yeah. And I don't have to paint it inside with this because, again, barely visible. So now let's just grab some weathering colors, yeah. And I just, like I said before, I ran out of the well, maybe I still have some baking soda, just tiny amount, so I can do a little bit of rusting, yeah, not too much. Just gonna grab this one because I was doing the rusting in here, so red, and I hope that the orange still have something to give me. Yes, something, but not too much. But that's gonna be enough for the rust. I have a couple of places that I want to add rust, yeah, mainly, you know, here, and that's pretty much it. Maybe in here on the roof, you know, because I added a glue, and then it turned out that this glue doesn't really do anything, so this already look like there is some crusty rust in here and here, you know, just to cover the places where we have connected with using the hot glue gun. Yeah, that's it for the dark red. Now let's grab some orange, and we have only tiny bit of it needed. But you know, this rust effect is supposed to enhance your build, not the entire build be about the rust effect. Well, although I did make an entire build about rust effect, and it's for some reason extremely popular on Facebook. Yeah, at least for my builds, like, you know, having 300 subscribers and people constantly commenting on my build for last 3 or 4 days, it's a different experience for me. And yep, you could hear my wife there. She is actually on Discord right now with her guild, and she is doing rated battlegrounds in World of Warcraft. So you're gonna hear her probably a couple of more times before I finish this video. Well, maybe not, because this is pretty much the end of it. Only thing left to do is some weathering, and like I said, I'm pretty much out of my weathering colors, so I'm using some random ones. I hope that there is still some in the brown. Nope. Oh my goodness. Bronzed flesh, I know that is bad. Yeah, and I'm gonna use as well snakebite leather, just a bit of each. So a little bit of snakebite leather just in here, and bronzed flesh. Come on. Nope. Okay. So I have 2 colors. Not great for this what I want to do, but better than nothing. I just gonna clean my desk a little bit, and yeah, now let's just go with it. So heavy dry brush, and some on the front, some on the back. Yep. And I can always, you know, do a little bit. Sorry, I think that I was completely out of screen, so just little bit here, little bit there. And this is very heavy. I don't think that the gun gonna be very dirty, but whatever. Yeah, and that's it. I just gonna grab a spin table and be right back. And there we have it, my giant coil tank something pink destroyer. Yeah, like you see this pinkness on the battlefield, you want to move out of the way. It have everything. It have giant gun, a massive ram, and a giant battery stuck in between two cars. So if you like this madness, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family and strangers. Yeah, and yeah, of course, this is the end of the video. So everybody have a great day and take care. Bye.